Good day, everyone, and welcome again to Virtual Concert Hall's live music channel. I'm Anna Spitskaya, I'm a pianist, and I'm joining you from Washington, D.C. suburb area. And again, we are here, as always, with a mission to connect musicians and audiences in real-time performances and music news coming to you from around the globe. Our today's program is about virtual stage. Like it or not, virtual stage is here and it's here to stay. What is virtual stage? How it works, how we make it work for musicians. This is what we are about. First of all, I'm so proud to introduce to you our team. Our team is unique and very special. Every one of these people you see the pictures on the screen right now are musicians, professional musicians, artists, performers, teachers. They travel, they give concerts, they give lectures, master classes, and in addition to that, they are professionals at broadcasting specifically for live music performances and music events. Let me just run the names over here. And you see the violinist Fyodor Uspensky, cellist Igor Zubkovsky, pianist Jennifer Wong, Chris Au, pianist. Myself, I'm Anna Spinskaya. I'm not on that picture because I don't produce those programs. I just host them. The entire complexity of these productions is done by the people behind the scenes. And I haven't yet named everyone, so let's put that picture again. We need to run through the rest of the names. On the right side, Ante Božić-Kudrić, pianist and composer. Frane Rusinovic, pianist. James Welch, pianist and conductor. And Elud, I forgot the name of the last name of Elud. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. But Elud is a pianist and a composer. Again, this is the production team on your screen. These are the people you meet and work with when you prepare with us your program, or we prepare our program with you being a guest in there. And so, how it works. The most important thing is to be prepared, to be ready, and another very important and difficult thing, which our team has learned through many productions, is what don't need, what you don't want to bring with you to the live broadcast, to the virtual stage, because it's not going to be useful. Now, we are all used to trucks with big cameras and with satellite dishes and with lots of cables, which are as thick as my arm or my leg, running all over the place. This is the production equipment which is used for conventional television or for recordings. Now, when you are on virtual stage, it's virtual. And what is virtual? Virtual is everything very lightweight. So the equipment which you need for virtual stage is a completely different family. And today we are going to talk about how to prepare. How to prepare what you really need and how to leave out what you won't be using. So first of all, start with a laptop. You don't need a huge desktop or several computers, just a laptop and a router, a normal router. Then you add this, you see on the screen. Very important is to add Ethernet cable, microphone, and a camera. You saw the pictures. Those are small devices, not huge ones. Then you do need earphones, because to produce your sound in the best quality, we need to get rid of all the sound processing inside your computer and in your room and allow your sound to come through naturally. And then you need to test the speed of your internet. And if you don't have Ethernet port in your computer, you need to add these port devices. And then prepare your room, practice speaking on the screen, speaking to the camera, practice playing and ignoring the camera, and remember, the concert hall, behind that camera, behind those devices, the concert hall is eternal, and it's an enormous feeling, almost like you're elevated above the earth. You are in your room, and at the same time, you are communicating with people who could be not just miles and thousands of miles away. They could be many time zones away from you. And in addition to that, these can be people who watch your performance, which you presented live, later, because all of our programs are going to be available for replays after they run. Okay, now you see our team has worked for 3 years developing the system and making sure we can produce the programs in the best quality of the sound, best quality of the picture, which is specific for internet TV. Conventional television, again, is a completely different beast, requires completely different equipment and very different approach. Now, live streaming is equipped already with devices which you will need, so bring only those. And if you are on our auditions, competitions, broadcasts of programs, and if you're a participant, we will send you all the information, and after you are familiar with all that information, you will come and have a one-on-one session with our producers. We'll come to that. We'll talk about it in a minute. But right now, I just wanted to give tremendous praises to our team who had developed and researched and implemented and practiced and tried out all these different devices, different equipment pieces, and how to connect them together into a system, how to produce all of that. Thank you, guys. You guys being professional musicians was the key to success of virtual concert halls and the key to our ability to reach out so wide and to have so many people appreciate our service to the musicians and to the audience. And we've been doing it for the past 3.5 years, and we keep doing it. We have a huge season coming up. We'll talk about that season as well. Now, I just want to give you a little teaser and show you a few different types of what kinds of productions we developed, and we've been producing hundreds of those with thousands of artists, and we'll produce them this season as well. You'll see them.
Go to the bottom middle, there should be a setting called Cam Mic. Go to the audio tab. And there should be a setting called stereo audio. Can you turn that on by clicking on it? Is it on now?
Yep.
Does it ask you to refresh or no?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. And then go to the camera tab in there on the left. And then click on Show Advanced Options and make sure that you have the highest resolution selected.
Okay. Sorry? Can you go again to Cam Mic settings? I'm not sure that you are stereo settings, that you have the right settings.
I don't think you turned the stereo audio.
Yeah, you should turn stereo audio on. Stereo audio should be on and echo cancellation off. Yeah, okay, great, thanks. Your microphone is very good, but it shouldn't stay on the piano. I think it's touching the piano. Can it be moved?
This tiny bit is...
Yeah, it shouldn't touch any of the piano because of the vibrations. Yeah, it's still... Sorry. Let's try to take it outside of the piano. It's too much inside the piano, yeah. It's speaking too much.
Can we raise the camera so it's looking a little bit higher from above, as opposed to like this? And maybe a little bit in distance so we can see full piano a little bit farther away.
Farther away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now you can see the lights.
That's okay. We can move the lights out of the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mic's getting overloaded a bit. What kind of mic are you using?
A USB mic.
Does it have a gain on it?
No, it just has like a mute on it. Now I can adjust the slider on my end.
Yeah, the slider on StreamYard isn't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the gain of the mic, so you would have to go to the computer settings for that. It's going to be audio settings.
Yeah, on the sound.
And then when you get there, there will be a tab, input and output tabs.
Yeah.
And you want to go to the input, and then the volume slider on there, you want to lower like by, I don't know, 30%.
Are we sure it's on? Can you just tap on it?
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, okay, nice. Okay. I would recommend... Great, it's a hard piece. I'm also a pianist, so...
Yes, very difficult.
I would recommend, so we lower just like 4x4. So it should be 56 or something like that. Just for safety, because you have a lot of fortissimos in this piece.
Yes.
Can you distance the microphone a little bit further away and then raise the gain? Perfect. Okay, let's keep it like that. That's nice.
So you saw a little snippet of how the individual tech sessions preparations go with members of our team, with our broadcast designers and engineers. And so you can see how they work with your space, with your room, and sometimes it's smaller rooms, sometimes people perform from big concert halls, and sometimes it's an orchestra. And every time a different space, a different performer, a different set of instruments, voice requires very detailed fine-tuning. So you get the best of both worlds. The guys who are professional musicians, they had done a ton of their own recordings, worked with the fine-tuning how it should sound for the audience from professional musician standpoint, and at the same time are people with enormous 3.5 years of experience doing just that, helping people with different microphones, different equipment pieces, different spaces, so that your performance really shines through our broadcast. So there was a little snippet. Now we're going to have a small preview of different types of programs which virtual stage and opening up of the internet TV allows musicians to produce now. Those are really, really incredible. And we have also film productions. Our team of musicians work on producing actual films about musicians, and we've produced a series of films about Beethoven symphonies. So, and we have a commentary. Thank you very much for joining us. What a great pleasure to see you. Please comment, and I will respond. If you have a question, please ask a question. What was that last comment? Can you bring this up on stage one more time? Thank you, Sunita Buyan. Great pleasure to see you, and great pleasure to meet you, and thank you for your supportive comment here. And so this was a little teaser about different types of productions which our crew developed over the years and produced for a variety of orchestras, conservatories, summer festivals, competitions, auditions, and many organizations, and literally thousands of individual artists. And Now, I want to also explain a little bit about what's coming up in this season. So we have prepared many different auditions and competitions, performances in prestigious concert halls, and mark the deadline. Deadline to apply is October 1. So you can apply to an audition to perform at the Carnegie Hall at the Carnegie Galas, which are scheduled for November, April, and July. And there are different types of auditions you can take. You can participate as a composer. You can submit a score to be performed at one of the galas. You can participate as a soloist with the orchestra, and you can be a soloist on the instrument, or you can be a soloist, a vocal soloist. We have been working with the New York Chamber Players Orchestra and their conductor maestro Giacomo Franchi, and they're joining us for those galas again this year. And as you can see, we are on every platform, every major platform there is. Just type in soundespressivocompetition.com or progressivemusicians.com or virtual concert halls, and hundreds and hundreds of programs will show up, and you will be able to learn more about them. We are also blessed by enormous support from many organizations around the world. And by the way, info at Call Orchestra, please get in touch with us. Very important. You will have tons of questions. Virtual stage is new. Now, here on the screen, you see enormous amount of support we get from international companies all over the world who are helping us with organizing these events and sponsoring incredible prizes for musicians who participate in these events. These are scholarships to participate in various programs, opportunities to perform with orchestras around the world. We have a number of orchestras which joined our Call Orchestra project, and more and more and more. Join us for more of those programs, because it's just simply impossible to tell everything in one. And just let's have a quick overview of the upcoming season. Okay, if you are not overwhelmed, I can tell you I am. Please visit our website. Again, there's several websites where you can see those events being explained in detail, and that's progressivemusicians.com, soundespressivocompetition.com, virtualconcerthalls.com, callorchestra.com. So you can see it right there. And in the descriptions, please visit our channels on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on many other platforms. Don't forget, there's a deadline to apply for you to join us. So on all those platforms, you can put it in a chat, a question. We have a whole team of people. I told you, we work as a team. We have a whole team of people who watch the comments and will get back in touch with you. Or you can send us a message through any one of those websites. Please communicate with us. I'm sure you'll have questions. Ask them all. There's going to be more questions than one can imagine. This is a new stage, new format. Of course, we will share everything we know completely transparently. And if you want to learn how to do this yourself, we would be more than happy to share everything we know, all the tips and all the tricks. Okay, now I wanted to also introduce to you one of the hybrid productions. That's another teaser. Later, stay with us. We are on at noon every day, and we will have a whole program showing you different types of those productions. Now, this is a teaser of a live program with the orchestra and with soloists and with live commentary by commentators who joined the program from distance. So let's have a little look.
And that was a performance of the first movement of the Mendelssohn Concerto for Violin and Orchestra, and the wonderful violinist was Timothy Shi, and he, Fedor, is one of the winners of the École Orchestra International Artist Competition. That was Glenn Cortese conducting the West New York Orchestra. A very beautiful performance. He's a real virtuoso.
Yes, yeah, that was a wonderful, wonderful movement. I don't even mind hearing just the first movement of this. I think it has a great shape to the piece. And he did a wonderful job with it.
And before we come to the intermission, we do have one more performance, and that will be the first movement of the Mozart Concerto Number 20, and that's the Crucial 466 in D minor. We'll hear the Allegro movement, and it'll be performed for us by Kurt Tang, who is a wonderful young 20-year-old Chinese pianist who has been performing since she was 11. At the age of 15, she joined the Sichuan Symphony Orchestra, and she's currently pursuing a dual degree in piano performance and finance at the Eastman School of Music and the School of Art of Sciences and Engineering at the University of Rochester. So she can just about do anything she wants with that kind of a background. She's a pianist, as you'll hear in a moment, a very good pianist, and she has already won this competition. We should say, Fedor, that everybody performing at this concert is a winner of your competition. Yes. So tell us a little bit about the competition and how it evolved.
Oh, wow. I mean, the involvement of just all the different musicians from all over the world. I mean, it's a global competition, so performers from all over the world would compete, would come in and perform live in front of judges, and the judges would respond and give feedback right after their performance. So there's no waiting, there's no waiting around, and I think that's a big highlight of the competition. And they've gotten through all the rounds, and here we see her coming on stage with the conductor, and let's enjoy the performance. What a fantastic job by Nahar on the Saint-Saëns concerto. That was beautiful, a great way to end the program. Thank you everyone who was watching. And we have Steve here as well.
Well, that was Nahar Alayaz, and she was performing the Camille Saint-Saëns concerto magnificently, as you said, Fedor, and she was performing with Glenn Cortese conducting the Northwestern Chamber Orchestra. And this concert was coming to you live from the State University of New York campus at Fredonia in New York. And this is all part of the École Orchestra International Artists, a program put together by Virtual Concert Halls. And this concert presented just the winners of the competition. This wasn't a competition in and of itself. So all of the 6 performers you heard, or was it 5 performers, were all winners of this competition, and they're all magnificent. And as you saw, they all came out on the stage for a bow. That was really wonderful to see, following that magnificent performance by Nahar Elias, who is here from Israel. Our pianist in the Chopin was here from Austin, Texas, and our other soloists from various parts of the United States. So it's been a wonderful concert, and we're just so pleased that so many people were able to watch it worldwide on this stream produced by Virtual Concert Halls. And Anna Uspenskia, who's the founder of Virtual Concert Halls, is with us to help us wrap up and put a bow on this wonderful concert.
Yes, and I was there. And thank you, Steve, again for a wonderful introduction. So you could see this with additional commentary during the what we call dead times, when you're in the concert hall and people moving pianos around on stage and nothing really interesting is happening. So with our production team, we are able to use that time to make it more fulfilling, more interesting for people who are watching. So anyway, and the last thing we want to show today for you is a little bit more insight into what is it you need to know in order to be really well prepared to become a participant and performer and confident performer on virtual stage. And to be able to include virtual stage in your plans and concert tours and your performance, your presence everywhere. So to make a virtual stage yours.
With virtual concert halls is to have a easy entry. There's no like gatekeeping of, oh, you don't have this, you don't have this, please go away and find someone else. No, our whole point is to embrace people who have never done streaming. It's the perfect person for us because we get to introduce them to the things that we think are easiest to get into live streaming. So in the video, I kind of explain. Visually show almost like an unboxing type of video, but it's more of showing you how to set up the kind of stuff that we highly recommend for like starting out in streaming. Like I show a microphone, I show a webcam, and how to plug them and how to set them up so that you can join us and you can be part of something like what we're doing right now, and you can be a guest or you can be a performer, anything like that.
I love that, and I think it makes it very easy for people to see how to plug everything in, and it's not that difficult. So shall we have a watch of that video, Ante? Thank you.
Yeah, so this is a freshly bought microphone that I actually recommend specifically, so you get exactly the step-by-step of it.
And what microphone is this called? Like, what is this?
Oh no, I don't remember exactly.
It might be on our cards later on.
It was right there, the brand name, Fifna or something. I remembered, but not exactly. So that would be it. Yeah. I don't talk, but I definitely just show everything.
Yeah, which is why this is good, because you're reacting onto it. And then you have there we go.
Fifna.
Yeah, Fifna, yeah.
Literally $20.
Yeah.
And you already have the microphone you need. And then
yeah,
this is the
and it's
webcam.
important to stress that you're not really spending a lot of money to get really good quality. Is this the one you're using right now? This Logitech webcam?
No, that's not the one I'm using. I have used it before, and it's worked fine.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
Yes. Showing you how it kind of fits on the screen as well.
Yeah,
that can be
mount
confusing for someone who's never used a webcam before. Attention to detail is just definitely, and basically what a USB, how that'll work.
Yeah.
Computer or laptop. Get a link to join our stream.
Good choice of symphony, by the way.
Thank you. I even have a green screen behind me, but you don't need that, of course.
Oh, you have a green screen. Oh.
In that shot, yeah.
So these are, for people watching, these are the StreamYard settings. So when you join the competition or when you use our broadcasting virtual concert halls, you'll be introduced to this studio. And this is everything you'll see. This is everything I see.
Yeah, this is exactly what you'll see. If you're joining anything for virtual concert halls, we use this platform.
So you saw the two members of our team discussing what kind of equipment, and you probably heard $20 for a microphone. The microphone which will work with a streaming platform, not only ours, other streaming platforms, but and how to, attention to detail. Yeah, it's different equipment from what we used to be addicted to 20 years ago, but it's the equipment which is worth a little bit of attention, a little bit of learning, so that your sound can be really well presented, so that your view can be really presented on a virtual stage. So now, how to get on board with our productions? You can apply to one of the events on our websites. You can see. Please check the deadlines, dates of concerts, and all other details. Make sure it fits you. Visit the major platforms, social media and video platforms. We are on all of them. Send us a message through our websites, or put it in chat box, or put a comment if you're on Facebook or LinkedIn. Please put a comment and we will respond. We are working together with many organizations, and our team is growing too. And we would like to invite as many artists to experience virtual stage with us, to experience our events, the hybrid events, which incorporate virtual stage and physical stages, and to find a way to implement it in your own career, in your own reach out to your audience with your beautiful music. Now, thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the musicians who had been with us, and those who will be with us for the first time, and those who are returning to be with us again. Thank you, our fabulous, fabulous team of tremendous artists and producers and video and audio engineers. Thank you, the 2 team members who are helping us produce this program live today, James Welch and Ante Božič-Kudrić. They're on behind the scenes producing this program so that I can focus on what I'm going to say. And thank you again, everyone who is watching. And I hope you join us again at 12 noon every day. We're on presenting music, performances, and other informative news, informative programs. See you again tomorrow at noon. And we'll be here still working on making the world better for artists and the audiences. And for now, I'm going to say bye.